Hello, folks, and welcome to my art studio. Steve Denuccio here, and you see here a simple drawing of Stitch. Really easy to do. Stitch is one of those creatures that everybody loves. You go to Disney World, it's Hawaiian, it's Polynesian, whatever. People love their Stitch. I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy to get to this level. So let's take it away. Really easy to do. um, 9 by 12 or 11 by 14, whatever makes you happy. And I'm gonna tape this up right here on the sketchboard. These pens, I got Monolith. I got them at the art store. I've got a number 9B and I got an HB, which is really light. You're going to make almost, ever see an old elevator where they have that half moon looking thing? Well, we're going to do that right here in the center of the figure, the center of this whole page. And you just start off lightly, really easy. When you get the feel of it, right? I'm just going to make it very sketchy at first. Just going to show you how to make that half moon. There you go. Keep it nice and light. Not going to get fancy with it now, right? No need to get fancy. So, also at the side here, we're going to do almost like a D, a letter D. So we're going to come up, we're going to go really high. Just all we're doing is making construction lines right now, folks. So it's really easy. Make a nice D. And we can correct things as we go. Go light, get sketchy, don't get too fancy. We'll fix the ears later on. Right now I just want to get you familiar with what you got there. Stitch is really one of those easy characters that I like to draw. And try to keep it on the same level, you know, try to keep it on the same level as the other so you're not a little lopsided. And make another D in the reverse way. Again, you make your lines light. I'm just trying to make it really easy for you to entice you folks. Many people say to me, I can't draw a straight line. Really, this is easy to do, folks, especially Stitch. Stitch is one of the easiest characters to draw. And so now we're gonna go make some more construction lines and we're gonna kind of figure the center here, right? And we're gonna just close it off at the bottom, just like this. Close it off. And over here, I'd like to just cut it a little bit in half here. I just want to get a little bit there. And then over here, let's do the same. Let's make another line at the bottom. So now you got these construction lines, right, folks? See how easy that is? So it kind of gives you a map out on how to get to this character. And again, this is a real rough draft. I can get this very fancy, but we don't have the time. I just want to get you enticed and find your artistic skill. Now, what's next? We're going to figure out the eyes after we do the nose. So we're going to get right here in the center. Stitch has a nose, and it's not always perfectly round. Has almost like a small teardrop at the end. Almost an egg shape, maybe we can call that. And again, be light. We can get darker later. See how you do that? And it's always good to have a good eraser, right? Again, now we're going to do the nostrils. Nostrils are important. So nostrils will go like this. You kind of hug in there like that. Keep them at the same level. Right? With the nostrils, we'll make them a little darker at the top here. A little darker here. We can come back and refine this later, folks. I just want to get you, let's just get Stitch on the page. Very easily to do. Stitch, get Stitch right here on the page. There you go. After we do that, we're good. Now, next thing we're going to do is figure those eyes out, folks. So over here, see this top line? I want you to kind of give this little bit of a circle there. See how I did that? A little bit of a half circle. You're gonna do the same thing on this side, right? Little half circle there. Now, the idea with this is we're gonna follow, remember that we made this half circle, right? We're gonna follow that until we get almost to the end here, and we'll just turn it in, just like that. Just turn it in. And same thing on the side. We're gonna head toward the nose. We're gonna come around and we're gonna turn it in. So we got that nice shape right there like that. Really simple. See how that works? Now, I'm gonna put a little V, right? See where the nostril is? I'm gonna put a little V here. We'll get to that in a minute. Same thing on this side. We're gonna go toward the nose. We're gonna come and tilt it in. Follow that half circle. When you get to the end of it, you wanna twist it in so you get that half circle there. See? Again, I'm gonna make another V. Why did you make a V? Very simple, folks. We've got to fill the rest of the eye in. So, again, you make the eye go up toward that, and they come around. Look at that. So you got that inside the eye. Again, you do the same thing. Head it right up toward the other end. Swing it around. Again, I'm doing very sketchy lines. We can always refine them. Maybe I want to make it a little bit wider. And again, always good to have a good pencil eraser. Kind of do that. Maybe I want to make it a little bit more rounded. Again, I'm just showing you, folks. You can always correct your work. Stitch has a little bit of a pupil up there. Little bit of pupil up there. And the reason why I'm not worried about how these lines look, because again, it's got to be colored in, folks. Now that we've established the eyes and we've got the nose, right? See how that works? Really simple. We have to now do something with this crazy ear, right? So the best thing to do is I refer to it as a little reverse letter S, like this. And you go up here and come around. Now, Stitch on the left ear, where you're looking, it looks right, has a little pie wedge cut out on his left ear. And then we can come in like that and do like that, right? So now you're gonna have something that looks like that. Don't worry about the other part. We just use these as construction lines. Really simple enough. We're gonna do the same thing here, folks. So we're gonna make that S and use that pupil right there to start it from. Make that S, go all the way. Gonna cut off that. We don't need that. We'll erase it later. We'll come around here. Now, one of the things, let me not forget to show you that, Stitch has a different pie wedge on a different side of his ear, on his right ear. Well, this is the right, but you think it's the left. He's got a pie wedge there. All right, so we've got a pie wedge up there. And we come down like this, and so we have that, right? Now, we have to close it off. So we get this, and we're gonna make like, oh, is that easy enough for you? So now you're gonna have this, almost like a cajon. You got the same thing, and we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Just like that. So we've got that all lined up. So now you see how the face is taking place. Now, one of the things here with the nose, we got some a wrinkle. So we'll make a little wrinkle above this nose, and we'll make a smaller one above that. All right. So we got that look. Okay. Now, we're gonna make a smile. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna swoop down. We're gonna come on up. We're gonna swoop down, and we're gonna come on up right there. See right there? You make a little dimple smile. Same thing here. So you got that smile already in. And just above that, or below that, we have this line we're gonna put in just like that. We'll bring this around just to give the illusion of the rest of his mouth. We're just keeping it simple, right, folks? Just keeping it simple so you get an idea where we're at. Now, Stitch has, where's this little stuffy? Has here, but in the art world, we make it those 3 little prongs. So, here's what we're gonna do. First of all, we got this. We go up, and right here at the center line, you're gonna go up, you're gonna come back down, you're gonna go this way, come back down, and this way, go back up. And that will give you an overall setup of the hair. There's many erasers you can use in this business. I go to Jerry's Autorama. I used to go to the RISD store, but the Rhode Island School Design store, it's just no place to park. So if you've got a Jerry's Autorama, or if you have a Michael's, there's several erasers you can buy. First of all, I like this one because you can press it and it opens this here. And it has like these little erasers you can stick in. Or you can use a kneading eraser. See? These are very good too, if you want to do smudges. What I want to do next. I'm going to go here and I'm going to erase all these extra lines, the construction lines, to kind of keep our drawing where it needs to be. See? Just like that. Get rid of that. Now, with my darker pencil, my number 9, we can go ahead and we can define these eyes. Just go over them darker. Once you feel comfortable of what you've done, go ahead and make them darker, so that we can get a better look at Stitch. Keep your elbows off the pads. Elbows don't help. All right. Going up like that. And we're going to do that. The same here. Do the nostrils. Now make shape of the nose. Now the beautiful thing about doing this on tape for you folks, you could go back and review and stop action what I'm doing, so you can get an idea how to do this. Really is not that hard to do Stitch. Okay? Really that isn't that hard to do. Now, we've got eyes. Well, first of all, let's shade in. With the right paper, and the tooth on this paper, we refer to it as a tooth. It's rather rough, not smooth. So, doing a smudge with your finger or one of these can help shade and darken it in like that. Same thing here. There we go. And we can just smooth it. On a smoother paper, this goes much better, folks. Especially when I'm doing photorealism art. Here, the eyes. You can use the side of your pencil. This is solid graphite. So what I like about the solid graphite, folks, is it's solid. It's not like a point coming out of some wood. I really don't enjoy those kind of pencils. I like this better. And we're just kind of getting in here in a rough sort of way. Again, we're just shading. I could just do cross lines and show you. You can make this really simple, folks. But that's not what. Now I've got enough on this, and I could smudge it like this. You know, kind of do this with the nose. I like it when these get nice and dirty, so you don't have to introduce more graphite to the paper. And again, doing this real simple, folks. I just want you to get to drawing stitch simply, and then you can go ahead and put more efforts into doing this more detailed. And we can teach you how to draw a whole body of stitch next, but that takes a little bit more time. Right now I want to get you interested in showing how much of an artist you really are. And there you go. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Again, is that smile. We're going to come back into it, kind of redefine it. There's some construction lines up here. We can get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. And that is just drawing this character. Everybody likes Stitch. Again, you can see how it's all taken shape. Again, this is rough drawing. When I like to draw, I really enjoy drawing and taking my time. I like to be more detailed. Don't be afraid to experiment, folks. Really, don't. You can add a little bit of shading here to just give it a little bit of personality if you want. Nothing fancy, again, it's just a sketch. That's all we're trying to say. Kind of get the idea. This stitch, really, folks, it's really not that hard to draw this character. And now, let me go in here and just lighten this up a little bit. Oh, what kind of eraser is that? Has a battery in it. You can go ahead and erase it. Or maybe I didn't want to make it too dark over there in the middle. Just trying to give you an idea of what we can do with Stitch. And I might just take a little bit more off of that. And kind of, that is basically the outline of drawing Stitch. Nothing fancy, just going ahead and having fun with drawing this character. Little outer space monster, right? You use your finger, you can do anything you want, just kind of give it a little personality. These type of erasers are really good because you get rid of all the smudges. Kind of refine what you're doing. Now, if you ever go to Walt Disney World and you go to Hollywood Studios, one of the things they do in the animation part of Hollywood Studios is they'll teach you how to draw these characters. They'll sit you down at a desk and they're going to show you just like I did. And you'll be able to draw Stitch. Now, as all artists do, make sure you sign your work. I do my mouse ears on the 0. I always like to put the year and the year and the month. Well, in the month of August 24. And there it is. You have Stitch. I have a drawing of Stitch. So if you really wanted to get fancy with Stitch, here's a drawing of Lilo and Stitch. Stitch is Elvis with Minnie Mouse. Stitch with a little Hawaiian flower there, colorized. I did this for a coffee station in the happiest place on earth that says coffee. People need their coffee, and Harry looks like, I need my coffee. Here's another version of Stitch. And one of my favorites. I love this one. There it is. So you kind of get an idea. You can have fun with this, folks. Just a simple way of drawing Stitch. Nothing fancy, something fun, get you interested in art. And now I want to see what you do. Just send me a text or post here that you've drawn. Maybe you're going to draw the whole thing for me. Whatever, but send me your results. I'd be interested to see it. In the meantime, folks, have a magical day.